I wanted to do something that was impactful for the city, and I wanted Newark to be the first completed World Cup mural, like in the whole country, because I wanted to activate something that was artistic in that area, and that the kids and everybody that live in that area, the community, would be able to look at it and be like, yo, we're proud of this.
2, 1.
What's up, man? Unicorn 151. We got the artist, the muralist, graffiti artist, Torch Fuego right here. Artist, Knod the Artist in the building.
The graphic designer.
You feel me? Ill-Town Philanthropist. This is the World Cup Corner art activation, and we're gonna describe for y'all a lot of the thought behind this, the inspiration, and what you guys are seeing here. You feel me? The project I was working on at first was a beautification project, right? Through Love Your Block, which is an initiative in Newark, where we find areas of the city that look bad or vandalized, and we do something to spruce it up. So it started off as a beautification project, but me being forward thinking, I'm like, nah. Even if we beautify, I'm gonna put something here that's representative. If you come down here, right, this is a depiction of the Hollywood Hills, right? The sign of Newark. But what a lot of people probably don't remember is that Jersey is the original Hollywood, which is why we put Jersey up here in sort of like a Hollywood signage type of thing to represent our rich cinema and film history, right? Then you got the cinema tape, and then going up, we give you a visual depiction of Jimi Hendrix, you feel me? Jamaican American, so we got the Jamaican on the jersey sleeve. Secret Society Motion Pictures is a staple here in Newark. Every year for the past 10 years, they've been doing an internship program. Over 100 youth and adults who want to do film go through his program, right? So very big in Newark film culture. I pulled in my man Torch Fuego, who's a graffiti artist in Newark, and I pulled in Knod the Artist, who's a graphic designer who's nice with it, right? And I sat down with them. I already had an idea in my head that I wanted to tie in Afro-Latino culture. I wanted to tie in the Ironbound because it's in the Ironbound. I wanted to tie in music. And I wanted to tie in another thing, which was film. That we were actually told not to use that wall by the city. They were like, nah, that wall's nasty. Only a graffiti artist could have brought something nasty to light. Over here, this is the railroad station. The reason why this neighborhood is called the Ironbound is because there used to be trains that came through here. The train actually came through this area. So we wanted to give some Ironbound culture to this situation right here, right? So this right here, this is for y'all. This could be any one of y'all, young boy, young girl, you know what I mean? Out here in the city having fun, enjoying the sports culture.
Our main soccer players, similar depiction to called Carlos Valderrama.
Yep.
As you can see, we got his Colombian logo on there, along with his famous iconic fro.
Yep.
Yep. So we wanted to do a whole animation version of Carlos Valderrama. You know, we actually met the guy too also at the Legend Field.
Yeah.
There.
LP Bay.
LP Bay. So we got him on to sign us the autograph on the trophy that we got, and also on my cap that I helped, you know, that I painted this mural.
Yeah, so you know.
Shout out to Carlos Valderrama.
So LP Bay, we told him all about it, showed his wife. You know what I mean? They was in love with it. They signed some jerseys for us. They signed the World Cup trophy for us. Hat. Shirt for all of us. So shout out to LP Bay. This, you know, is a superhero rendition of what he represents, you know, for Afro-Latino culture, what he represents for Colombia, what he represents for the Ironbound, and for soccer culture in general.
Yep. Straight iconic figure itself.
Yeah.
Especially for the whole soccer community and some of the Latin culture, some of the dance culture, you know, too, also that we had wanted to represent with some of the music aspect of it.
So you got, you know, we got my man right here doing the sexy walk in his NJ uniform. You got Shorty popping that thing right there, you feel me? Getting right. And then you got some of the more traditional, you know what I mean, Latino dances. My man playing the conga. We got some salsa, bachata, merengue. Whatever you want it to be is going on over here because it's a celebration of the culture. You feel me? And my brothers right here are of the culture. You feel me? We got Boricua, we got Chilean. You know what I mean? Holding it down. Both of my graffiti artists are Latino. The pride that they have within themselves to be able to represent this and do this for soccer and do this for the nations and do it for, you know, their communities, it's bigger than I could even really comprehend. You know what I'm saying? I'm Liberian myself, so where I come from is heavily soccer, football influence.
Yes, sir. And right here, we got the man himself, the pioneer of Jersey Club, and Ill-Town philanthropist, Unicorn 151 himself.
Yeah, man. So, you know, if you're from Newark, you know this is our genre. This is the culture.
Right.
Liberian flag on the sleeve to represent Mother Africa. You feel me? And you know, but really, it's for all the cultures.
My job as creative director was really coming out with a layout that would pop out and that you could see from across the field. That's why we wanted to make Carlos Valderrama the main figure point in this mural, and the FIFA World Cup ball being as iconic as it is, being the vocal point on fire, being kicked across the field to the soccer field right there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? And then if you take a wide view out so you can see, you feel me, up top, of course we are in the Ironbound, right? The owner of the building that we put it on, he was like, yo, man, for years I've been wishing I can do something here to make the building look less like an eyesore. His company has been there for over 50 years in the Ironbound. So, of course, bow, Ironbound on top. I'm gonna just list the flags from left to right because these are the cultures that are most heavily, densely represented population-wise in the Ironbound. And they all qualified for the World Cup, so shout outs to y'all. Ecuador, you feel me? We got Cape Verde, shout out to my Africans, and it's also a Creole nation. We got Spain, shout out to all the Spain people. Portugal, which is the #1 represented population in the Ironbound. Brazil. If you've ever walked through the favelas of Brazil, or just Brazil, Rio, Sao Paulo in general, the graffiti street art on the corner, on the streets, on the buildings, on the houses, is so vibrant and brings the city to life, and a lot of it is inspired by their local soccer team. The football players over the years are heroes to the people and the artists in the community. It's like the way the players perform on the field is the way the artists want to perform in their pieces to affect the crowd and the people. And of course, Colombia, you feel me?
And the 2026 over here,
Yeah.
with the infamous World Cup itself, you know, so I wanted to add a little bit of a replica of the FIFA that represents the 2026 here in New Jersey. So, you know, we decided to add the World Cup with it itself, and, you know, with the representation of FIFA alike.
Yeah.
You know, in an artistic way.
Take a look at this right here before we get to the other side. The first completed World Cup mural in the USA. I think the sun is hitting this. Can you see these sparkles? Can you see that right there? Gling!
This is an iconic gesture of all soccer players when they hit that goal.
That's
they
right.
want to celebrate. They're either running in the air, pulling their t-shirt over their head, you know what I mean? Celebrating their win.
The sign of victory.
That's right.
Sliding across the field.
Well, another thing that we did is we kept the sign here because we want to be representative of the actual where we're from. So this is Royal Aluminum Company. They've been here for over 50 years. You might not know this, but inside this building, they're inside working right now. People don't even know that, but they're in there working and making glass and windows and stuff like that. This has been a family-owned company for the past 50 years. Shout out to Jeff Poppers for even allowing us to do this to his building and giving us this whole canvas, which will continue to be built upon as World Cup Corner. This represents not just scoring a goal, but hitting your goals. I just knew that being the first mural done in the country that was World Cup themed, that explicitly World Cup themed, would be an attraction. We're gonna have millions of people coming to New York, New Jersey, Philly area. They're gonna be looking for the attractions. They're looking for the picture opportunities. They're looking for the TikTok, Instagrammable opportunities. They want, you know, even the people in the neighborhood. While we're painting it, they're bringing their kids. The soccer teams are coming across the street to take pictures. Something about art is just, you know, it draws people in, just like the games draw people in, just like the activities draw people in. The reason this is called World Cup Corner is because it's really the whole intersection. This whole thing is going to be an ongoing art activation. If you're from out of town, if you're visiting Newark, New Jersey, if you're coming for the World Cup, if you're just coming here for food or any type of entertainment, come to World Cup Corner, man. We're going to be having a good time out here. Watch parties, art activations. If you're an artist, music, it don't matter what type of art you do. Right. Pull up on us, man. Everybody the whole world is welcome here.
This is the main team right here, us three,
yes,
for the World Cup Corner. The first in the USA to have it completion.
I'm happy to be a part of something big. I'm glad that we could have brought it here to Newark. I'm glad we were able to bring it here to Jersey. I'm glad it's in the United States. You know, it's lit.